Welcome to the Voice of Africa. If you're passionate about understanding the geopolitical dynamics of our continent, you're in the right place. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for the latest updates on African politics and international relations. Today, we're diving into a groundbreaking alliance that could reshape Africa's future, the historic partnership between the King of Morocco and Burkina Faso's President Ibrahim Traore. But what's really behind this unexpected collaboration? King Mohammed VI, a seasoned monarch with a vision for modernization, and President Traore, a young military leader who rose to power through recent coups, form an unlikely duo. Yet their alliance carries profound implications for African geopolitics, economic development, and regional stability. This partnership challenges the status quo and traditional power dynamics on the continent. As we explore this groundbreaking collaboration, we'll uncover how it could potentially redefine Africa's future. From trade agreements to diplomatic support, this alliance promises to reshape existing paradigms and offer a new model for South-South cooperation. Will this unexpected partnership usher in a new era of African self-determination and prosperity? Let's find out. Before we dive deeper, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated on all our latest content. To understand the significance of this unexpected alliance, we must first examine the complex historical tapestry that has shaped both Morocco and Burkina Faso. These two nations, despite their geographical distance, share a common thread of colonial influence that has profoundly impacted their trajectories. Burkina Faso, like many West African nations, bears the indelible mark of French colonialism. Gaining independence in 1960, the country has struggled to fully break free from the economic and political shadows cast by its former colonial master. At the heart of this ongoing influence lies the CFA Franc system, a currency regime established by France in 1945. The CFA Franc, which stands for Communauté Financière Africaine, African Financial Community, has long been a subject of controversy. While proponents argue it provides monetary stability, critics view it as a tool of neocolonialism, allowing France to maintain economic control over its former colonies. This system requires member countries, including Burkina Faso, to keep a significant portion of their foreign exchange reserves in the French treasury, effectively limiting their economic sovereignty. Morocco, in contrast, stands as a unique case in Africa. Never fully colonized, the kingdom maintained its independence throughout the colonial era, though it was subject to French and Spanish protectorates. This relative autonomy has allowed Morocco to chart its own course in international relations, often positioning itself as a bridge between Africa, the Arab world, and Europe. In recent years, Morocco has actively pursued a strategy of strengthening ties with other African nations. King Mohammed VI has made numerous state visits across the continent, promoting economic cooperation and diplomatic relations. This push for Pan-African collaboration aligns with Morocco's ambitions to expand its influence beyond its traditional spheres. Burkina Faso's recent political landscape has been marked by turbulence. The country has experienced multiple military coups, with the most recent, in September 2022, bringing Captain Ibrahim Traore to power. At just 34 years old, Traore became the world's youngest leader, promising to address the security challenges posed by jihadist insurgencies and to improve the lives of Burkinabe citizens. Given their divergent histories and current circumstances, an alliance between Morocco's established monarchy and Burkina Faso's young military leadership might seem improbable. Morocco, with its relative stability and economic progress, appears to have little in common with Burkina Faso, a nation grappling with security issues and economic challenges. However, it is precisely these differences that make their partnership intriguing. Morocco sees an opportunity to extend its influence in West Africa, offering expertise in areas such as agriculture, renewable energy, and counterterrorism. For Burkina Faso, this alliance represents a chance to diversify its international partnerships and reduce its dependence on traditional Western allies. Both nations face shared challenges, albeit on different scales. The threat of extremism, the need for economic diversification, and the desire for greater African autonomy in global affairs unite them in common cause. Morocco's experience in navigating complex international relationships could prove invaluable to Burkina Faso as it seeks to redefine its place on the global stage. The alliance between Morocco and Burkina Faso is far more than a simple diplomatic gesture. It's a multifaceted partnership that encompasses trade, security, and cultural exchange, with potential to reshape the geopolitical landscape of West Africa and beyond. At its core, this alliance is built on a foundation of mutual benefit. For Morocco, it represents an opportunity to expand its influence in West Africa, a region traditionally dominated by France and other Western powers. The kingdom sees Burkina Faso as a strategic gateway to the Sahel, offering access to new markets and resources. Moreover, Morocco's expertise in counterterrorism and renewable energy could prove invaluable to its new partner. Burkina Faso, on the other hand, stands to gain significant economic and security support from this partnership. The country, plagued by jihadist insurgencies and economic challenges, views Morocco as a potential source of stability and development. President Traore's government hopes to leverage Morocco's experience in agriculture, infrastructure development, and security to address pressing domestic issues. The alliance includes several key components. Trade agreements aim to boost economic cooperation, potentially opening new markets for Moroccan phosphates and Burkinabe agricultural products. Diplomatic support is another crucial element, with both nations pledging to back each other in international forums. This could prove particularly valuable for Morocco in its ongoing dispute over Western Sahara. Cultural exchanges form another pillar of this partnership. By promoting people-to-people connections, the two nations hope to foster a deeper understanding and solidarity between their populations. This could include educational programs, artistic collaborations, and religious exchanges, given Morocco's status as a moderate Islamic state. However, this alliance is not without its challenges. Regional powers, particularly Algeria and Nigeria, may view Morocco's expanding influence with suspicion. France, too, might see this partnership as a threat to its traditional sphere of influence in West Africa. The sustainability of the alliance will depend on how these potential tensions are managed. Questions also arise about the true intentions behind this partnership. Critics may argue that Morocco is simply seeking to exploit Burkina Faso's resources and strategic position. Similarly, some may view Burkina Faso's pivot towards Morocco as a desperate move by a regime seeking legitimacy and support. Despite these challenges, the Morocco-Burkina Faso alliance has the potential to serve as a model for South-South cooperation in Africa. It challenges the traditional power dynamics on the continent, offering an alternative to the long-standing reliance on former colonial powers and Western institutions. And this partnership could pave the way for more intra-African cooperation, encouraging other nations to forge similar alliances based on mutual interests, rather than historical ties or external pressures. It represents a shift towards a more multipolar Africa, where countries have greater agency in choosing their diplomatic and economic partners. The Morocco-Burkina Faso alliance isn't just reshaping the relationship between these two nations, it's sending ripples across the entire African continent and beyond. This unexpected partnership has the potential to influence the foreign policies of other African nations and alter their relationships with traditional Western partners. For decades, many African countries have maintained close ties with their former colonial powers, particularly France in the case of West Africa. However, this new alliance presents an alternative model of cooperation, one that prioritizes intra-African partnerships over reliance on external support. As other nations observe the potential benefits of this collaboration, they may be inspired to forge similar alliances, diversifying their diplomatic and economic relationships. This shift could have significant implications for regional organizations like ECOWAS, Economic Community of West African States, and the African Union. These bodies, which have long been influenced by the interests of Western powers, may need to adapt to a changing landscape where member states are increasingly looking inward for solutions to their challenges. The Morocco-Burkina Faso partnership could serve as a catalyst for these organizations to reassess their priorities and strengthen their focus on African-led initiatives. In the realm of security, this alliance could play a crucial role in the ongoing fight against terrorism in the Sahel region. Morocco's expertise in counterterrorism, combined with Burkina Faso's frontline experience in combating extremist groups, could lead to more effective strategies in addressing this pressing issue. This collaborative approach might encourage other nations in the region to pool their resources and knowledge, potentially creating a more unified and effective response to the threat of terrorism. Economically, the partnership between Morocco and Burkina Faso raises intriguing possibilities, particularly regarding the CFA Franc system. This monetary arrangement, a legacy of French colonialism, has long been criticized for limiting the economic sovereignty of participating West African nations. The Morocco-Burkina Faso alliance could pave the way for reduced dependence on this system, as it opens up alternative avenues for trade and investment. If successful, this could inspire other CFA Franc countries to seek greater economic autonomy and diversify their financial partnerships. The reactions of global powers to this new alliance are worth considering. France, which has historically wielded significant influence in West Africa, may view this development with concern. The partnership challenges France's traditional role in the region and could potentially diminish its economic and political clout. China, already heavily invested in Africa, might see opportunities to further expand its presence by aligning with this new model of intra-African cooperation. The United States, while less directly involved in the region, may need to reassess its Africa strategy in light of these changing dynamics. The Morocco-Burkina Faso alliance represents a pivotal shift in African diplomacy, challenging traditional power structures and fostering a new era of intracontinental cooperation. This partnership exemplifies the potential for African-led solutions to address the continent's complex challenges, from economic development to security concerns. By prioritizing mutual interests over historical ties, these nations are charting a course towards greater autonomy and self-determination. As this alliance unfolds, it may inspire similar unexpected partnerships across Africa, reshaping the geopolitical landscape. The future of African diplomacy lies in these innovative collaborations, which have the power to redefine the continent's role on the global stage. Stay tuned to Voice of Africa for more updates on this and other significant developments. And if you haven't already, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for the latest insights and analysis.